Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Karan again, and this week for our new video with Common Bond and Mighty Networks, I am going to do about a 15 to 20 minute weight workout, strength workout with weight. Last week we did no weight. This week we're going to do weight. Now, what I would like for you to have is a band or a strap might work, or a towel or something like that, something you can pull on. A kettlebell or two lighter kettlebells or two lighter weights. I don't have two lighter weights, but I'm gonna be using two of the same weights in a minute. So I'm just gonna pretend and I'm gonna use blocks, but you can even use like soup cans or two water bottles filled. Go ahead and grab your stuff and let's get to it. We're gonna start with a warm up, of course. So I'm gonna start with just some standing hamstring curls. Very typical of 1980s, 1990s aerobics moves here. Make sure that you're breathing. So I'm stepping side to side, moving my arms as well, bending the knees. And now I'm gonna take this into knee lifts. So I'm gonna swing my arms up and around to the opposite knee, kind of lifting out to the side more. And then I'm gonna go into some Frankenstein kicks. So just straight arms, straight legs. And if you're short like me, you might be able to tap your toe, but I don't want you to hunch over just to be able to tap your toe or your leg. So maybe you're just kind of kicking and reaching forward. It's a good way to warm up and stretch the hamstrings at the same time. All right, that's our warm up. Actually, we're gonna do one more thing for our warm up, some air squats. So just some squats without any weight. I'm gonna make sure that I'm pushing out through my knees so that they don't collapse in like this. My weight is back in the heels. My spine is straight. I'm looking down and forward. I'm not trying to keep my head lifted like this and put stress on my neck or on my low back. Weight is back in the heels. With all of these exercises today, usually what I'm asking you to do is somewhere around 10 to 15 repetitions of everything. But you can certainly do less or more than that if you want to. Okay, so let's start with some pull-aparts. So grab your band, and basically I'm gonna work especially my upper and my middle back, soft knees, straight arms, straight wrists. I'm just gonna pull straight back to the chest, pull. Now, what I'm not doing is this with my spine, right? No cat and cow. So the only thing moving here are the arms, and my elbows are essentially locked so that I'm not using my arms. I'm having to use the backs of my shoulders, the triceps a little bit, I should say, and the upper back, middle back. Watch that neck, back of the neck long. 3, 2, 1. That's when you can do a few more repetitions, especially if you've got some lighter weight. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the band again. You can be using two light weights here as well. I'm gonna do a reverse lunge with a chest press. So wrap the band around behind your back. Straight wrist. What I see people do a lot is this, where they cock the wrist and put a bunch of pressure on the wrist in this position. Keep your wrist straight. I'm gonna stay low in the legs. I'm gonna step back, push forward. Now, as I'm pushing my arms forward, I'm not rounding forward. So use your back muscles to keep your shoulders back. Good exhale as you push forward. A lot of control in the movement. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. I forgot to mention, don't let your knees bend out past your toes on that one. Okay, Cossack squat. So a Cossack squat, I'm gonna add weight in just a second. Basically, you're going really wide with your legs like this, and you're lunging from side to side, which becomes a lot harder when you add some weight onto it. So if you're using weight, you can hold it at your chest and lunge. Now, when you lunge, butt goes back. This is kind of like if you did our video last week of the single side lateral lunges. Same thing, except now we're doing both sides at the same time and with weight. Now, if you want to make it really hard, you could hold the weight overhead. I'm not going to go there. Too much stress on my shoulders and neck to do that. Weight in the heels. Push off the heel to come back to center. And relax for a second. Okay. We're gonna do a lat pull down now. So we did these last week without a band on our bellies. You do these standing now. So grab that band again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my arms straight out in front of me and up. And then I'm gonna show you slow motion first. I'm gonna pull down to the chest, elbows back like I'm trying to touch my elbows together behind. So pull. Now don't let that band just pop back up overhead. Slowly bring your hands closer together. Squeeze. Now if you're lucky enough to be able to, you can always keep going. You can always put this band around something, a pole or something like that, and then you can pull from around the pole. That'll give you some more resistance. Squeeze. I'm not cat-cowing my spine. Everything else is stable. Chin is tucked. Elbows down and in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's do some kettlebell swings. So we did kettlebell swings one of my last weight videos that we did. So you can do just traditional kettlebell swings if you want, like this. Remember that what you don't want to do is this. You don't want to lean back. You want to come up straight, okay? That's the motion. Hips go back, hips come forward, not so far forward that you collapse into the low back. Okay, go ahead and begin. And now if you want to do this, you can alternate swinging and catching with the opposite hand. Exhale, exhale. Power should be coming from your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings. And every time you swing, pull that belly in strongly towards the spine. And that's going to really help protect the low back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, this is where I am going to use my blocks to mimic some lighter weight. The motion that I'm going to be doing with my upper body is a reverse fly. So I'm going to be bent like this, and I'll be coming out to the sides like so and squeezing the shoulders back, okay? So we're just gonna do one side first. So what I'm gonna do with my legs, I'm gonna tap my right foot back, and then I'm gonna squeeze and lift the leg. Tap, squeeze and lift, tap. Keep that knee behind the toes. Don't shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, but bring the shoulders back. My weight is in my left heel. I'm barely touching my right toes to the ground. Spine is not moving. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! All right. Now, pistol press, same thing. You're gonna wanna use like medium to light weight, and we're gonna push, push, push. That's all you're doing is press, press, press. Keep your shoulders down. Breathe. Neck long. Core pulled in tight. When everything starts to get tired, we start to bend back, right? So keep everything nice and strong around the belly and the back, your sides. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okie dokie. So now we're gonna do that tap and fly on the other side. So I'm gonna put my weights down, my blocks down. Okay, so this time, left foot goes back to tap, and then lift and squeeze. Again, back of the neck long. Keep breathing. Exhale. 4 more for me. And relax for a second. Okay, so we're gonna do a plie squat. Feel free to grab weight here as well. Knees and toes turn out wide. And we're gonna pulse, pulse. Think about squeezing your inner thighs together as you come up. You can lift the heels here as well. Woo. Be careful with that, especially if you're holding weight. A lot harder to balance there. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we've got one more for the upper body. I'm gonna do an alternating front and side shoulder raise. So something I realized this morning that I could sort of do was to do it with a band. So you just wanna be careful it doesn't slip up and pop you somewhere. So with the weight of the band behind your back, you'll come forward and then side. This is where it wants to roll up. Woo, or get caught on your ponytail. Forward and side. So you can also be holding dumbbells here. Forward. Make sure that nothing else is moving except the arms. Shoulders aren't coming up, shrugging up towards the ears. As you're lifting the arms up, side. Really strong exhale. That spine wants to move as the arms are coming up and out. Couple more. Last set. And relax. All right. That's it, you guys. Shake out those arms. Do a little stretching. Bring the arm across the body for a stretch. Go wide. Opposite arm. And then if you want to go over to a wall, you can grab onto a counter or a wall for that quad stretch. And feel free to go back through now if you've got more time and do another set or two of everything that we just did, or just keep it short and sweet. Any other stretching you want to do it. Feel free to take any of our cool down or restorative yoga videos as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Namaste.